Hey guys, it's Leah. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a DIY rainbow highlighter. They've been all over the place and I'm not even trying to get into that craziness of buying, I think it's called Bitter Lace Beauty. It's gorgeous, but I'm not going to spend that much money on a highlighter I'm hardly ever going to wear. It's just for fun. So I thought I would do one way affordably. What I use to make my rainbow highlighter are the Wet n Wild Eyeshadow Trios. These were the Spring Collections. They're still out right now. Last week I got 2 more from Rite Aid, and then I saw them at CVS too. So they're still out. You can still get your hands on them. They're super affordable. I think they're $2.99 a piece, which is, I mean, $6 done. Everything else I had at my house. I didn't go out and buy anything else, so $6, pretty good. So just use what you have and make it work. So let's get into making it. So here I'm just taking a blush, emptying out, and I'm left with this pan. Then I've got the 2 Wet n Wild Eyeshadow Trios, a beauty spoon, some alcohol, and a spray bottle, a knife, and a muffin tin. Let's get started. First, I'm going to start with a white eyeshadow from one of the eyeshadow palettes and just scrape it all out with a knife. It was really hard to break eyeshadow because you're always trying to keep it from not breaking, but just scrape it all out with a knife and get every little piece you can. And I just ended up tapping it to make sure it was all out. Then I'm going with a champagne shade from the next trio and just scraping it again and getting all of the eyeshadow out into the pan. And you don't need the brushes. Next shade I'm going to use is the pink one back in the first palette and just scraping it out once again. And the next shade I'm going to use is the purple from the same palette. Just keep scraping it out. I like to keep them separated. And the next is this gorgeous blue color. I love this color so much. And there is a look at all of them crushed up in the pan. Then with using the same knife, I just crush up all of them to get all the little chunks out so it's a fine powder. And then we have to show our progress on Snapchat. If you have Snapchat, follow me there. I love watching other people's Snap stories. Then I decided just to put some alcohol in a little spray bottle. It's just a travel spray. If you have any spray bottle, it'll work. I started out with 10 sprays in each one just to see. I didn't want to put too much in there because you can't take it away. So just spray it and stir it. You're trying to get like a paste. So just keep going until it's the right consistency where you can kind of mold it and push it and there's no more chunks. And then from there, when you get it the right consistency you want, just start layering it into the empty palette. And get all of the little bits in there. And then just kind of smooth it and keep it in as much of a line as you can. And then I'm moving on to the champagne color. It was kind of kicking up some powder, so I had to block it from spraying everywhere. Again, just spray it and stir it and spray it and stir it. And then it gets tricky each time you add another color to not overlap the colors, but to get them in the right spot. And just kind of mush it where you need to put it. I did learn putting the palette on top of a napkin gave it a little bit more stability. It looks homemade, but it's okay. Next we're going with the pink. And again, just trying your best to keep it in line. It got a little on the champagne, but It's okay. See? Next is the purple, and then once you get to the deeper colors, you have to be a little bit more careful so they don't cross over to the lighter colors. And then just kind of place it where you want to. A knife really helps. And then mush it down a little bit. Oh my, we dropped it. That's what we have so far. And then the last is the blue. This is a really pigmented eyeshadow. If you use these trios, the blue is super pigmented, so be really, really careful. And it's really hard putting the last color in because you have less space to work with. So it took a little bit longer to get the blue in and did just a little bit at a time. Sorry, my arm's in the way. Just dropped a little bit in at a time and then tried as best as I could not to smear it onto the purple, but to fill all the little gaps. Beautiful, and that's what we have so far. Then you want to lightly press towel on it just to soak up the excess alcohol. You can see how pigmented the blue was. It was super pigmented, and it kind of presses the shadows together so they're a little bit more uniform, and that's what we're left with. And we're just going to let it dry. It says for at least 24 hours. I let mine dry for 48. This is what I have left out of the palettes. As you can see, I only have this really sheer purple. It was the only one I didn't use. Ooh, good catch. But everything else in here was used to make it. And look. It's been dried for a few days now, so it should be nice and ready. This is it. It's so pretty. So let's see what it looks like on. I have no highlighter on, even though in this light it looks like I do. I don't. I just have powder on. And blush. It was a matte blush. Like I said, I didn't go out and buy anything. I had this little palette already, and then this is just an extra Z palette I had to throw it in. And then brushes, I didn't go out and buy the little flat top brush that everybody has. This was from the Christmas holiday set, and it's just really tapered but flat hairbrush. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I figured I could streak it across and rub it. Ooh, it's kicking up a lot of powder. You can barely see the lighter colors. Barely. You can really see that blue. Okay, here we go. I guess I'll do it this way. Oh. Oh. I mean, it is really pretty. You can tell the difference in the glow now. It is really pretty though. So this would be more for pictures if you kind of want it just to show the different colors, but it blends really, really nice, and it has a really nice glow. That's why I chose these eyeshadows. I already knew they had a nice glow. So on this side, I'm just going to take a regular highlighting brush. This is the Morphe M510. I love this brush for highlighting. But I'm just going to swirl them all and see what it looks like blended together. That is so pretty. How pretty is that all swirled together? Ooh. Yes, I approve. Let's put some on our nose. So that is it. That is my DIY version of the rainbow highlighter. I don't know, I love that it's in a square also, because everybody else's is in a round pan. I just think it's a little different. But yeah, I really love it. It really has some glow. But wearable, you know? I mean, you could make it very completely crazy, because that blue's intense. But whatever you want to do, it's just makeup. It washes off. Enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe below to check out new videos when they come out. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.